Hello friends, my name's Emil and welcome back to Forza Horizon 2, where today we're on Storm Island finishing off the Extreme Off-Road Championship in the, and let me try and get this right, Mini X-Raid All-4 Racing Countryman. Yes, that's it. Anyway, today I wanted to speak about my thoughts on the Storm Island DLC, because unfortunately I didn't actually make a video when this came out because I was busy playing it. Anyway, we've had it for a couple of weeks now, and I figured I'm pretty set to give a review on it. So firstly, the reason I bought Storm Island. The cars, what we got? Well, we've got the 2013 Robbie Gordon 7-speed energy drink stadium super truck, which basically means a stadium truck. We got the 2013 Mini X-Raid All-4 Racing Countryman, which is this thing, and yes, I am reading this off of a wiki page because the names are stupid. We got the 2014 Ford Ranger T6 Rally Raid, which is like another raid truck, similar to this. We got the 1981 Ford Fiesta XR2, which was sort of the car I was excited for. Finally, we've got the 1992 Mitsubishi Galant VR4. As well as that, we also got a barn find in the form of an old Metro 6R2 rally car, or Group B car, which is actually quite cool. My favourite car from the pack was obviously the Fiesta, because it's got a charm of its own. But actually, to be fair, the car pack wasn't bad. The stadium truck's a bit useless, I've got to be honest. I was racing it earlier and I don't actually like the stadium truck much. This Mini's alright. I don't like the Countryman at all, but I mean, this one's okay. But yeah, the Galant's sort of forgettable. It's another 90s car. The range is fairly similar to this. The Fiesta's cool, as I said, and the Metro's mental. It's very twitchy, the Metro. It kind of reminds me of the 205 T16 from Horizon 1, except it's a lot more mental. Very cool car. I might, I don't know, we've already done Group B, haven't we? Don't know why I keep getting stuck on there. I'm just useless at racing, I think that's what it is. Oh god. Not yet, and next, of course, we've got the huge Storm Island itself, which, unlike the Horizon 1 Rally expansion, this is actually genuinely a full island. You know, you can go and explore this at your own leisure. It's not as big as the Horizon original island, of course it's not. I would say it's about as big as Nice and a bit, I'd say. The map sort of expands itself, so it's a bit hard to sort of tell, but yeah, I'd say there's as much ground as about a Nice and a half, maybe. So there's about 50 roads. Most of it's obviously this stuff, which is actually quite cool. They've added a bunch of new surfaces, including, well, gravel was already in there, but there's stuff like volcanic ash. There's loads more jumps than there is in the original Horizon game. This is basically prime rally ground. This is where you need a car similar to this, and it's actually really cool. I do quite like this place. I would prefer if there was some snow there. I would also prefer if you could actually climb the volcano. Unfortunately, you can't. Is there two volcanoes? I'm not sure. And also, I would quite like... Actually, no, there is a sort of old temple as well you can climb up, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the map itself is actually quite cool. Now, hours of gameplay. There is hours in here. There truly is. There's, I would say... about 30 events, which basically is 26 championships and... actually, no, 24 championships and there's 6 gauntlets, which are basically like sort of major off-roady bits that are interesting. But yeah, that's sort of what you get with that, and it's huge bundles of hours. Lots of hours. Now, as much as it adds that bunch of time, do I think this expansion pack is worth getting? Well, this is when we come to the slight problem with this, which is cost. This expansion costs a little bit too much money, in my opinion. It costs £15, I believe, or $20. You'll have to work that into your regional equivalents. Right, anyway, where was I? Yes, so it costs about £15 or $20, depending. And that's a bit much. That's without VIP. Now with VIP it comes down to a much more reasonable £8.50, which is actually fairly, it seems about right. So ultimately my decision on whether you should buy this expansion pack, well, if you've if you've got VIP, then yes, I definitely recommend it. It's a no-brainer. However, if you haven't got VIP, I don't know. I mean, you could buy VIP and pretend you got VIP at a discount price, because VIP is well worth it, by the way, yeah, especially if you're early into the game. If you're like me, level 200 odd, then yeah, it's probably not worth it, but if you're not, then, you know, I think it's worth it, personally. It is £16 for VIP, but I do think it's worth it. So yeah, I mean, it depends really, but if you haven't got VIP, yeah, as much as £15 is a lot, how much you're going to enjoy this expansion really depends on how much you enjoy rallying, how much do you enjoy dirt racing, how much do you enjoy this sort of thing. If you don't enjoy it at all, then no, I'm sorry, £15 is too much. However, if you've got VIP, I don't know, if you completely hate dirt, then obviously I'd say no, but if you don't mind it, it's like me, I'm not a huge fan of this dirt racing, but, you know, I do enjoy dirt racing here. Ew, trees. Then yeah, I would recommend getting it, actually, if you've got VIP. If you haven't, then I think you sort of really need to like off-roading to warrant spending £15 on this, because like I said, as much as it's a lot of game, it adds about 7 hours. Hey, I don't know if it's worth a third of what the game's actually worth. So that's sort of for you to decide whether you want it. Personally though, I do enjoy this expansion. I actually really do. If I had to rate it, 4 out of 5. I wish there was a few more cars. I also wish there was a few more championships, and you should get rid of some of them. Like, you can do American races here, which I don't know why you'd want to go off-roading in a Pontiac Firebird, but you can. However, you don't get Retro Muscle, which is a shame, because I really wanted to, I don't know, use a Shelby off-road or something, because I reckon that would be rather amusing to do. Or a Viper even, that would be fun. But yeah, that's Storm Island. So I guess we can speak a bit about the MINI Countryman, possibly one of my least favourite vehicles in the world. I hate the MINI Countryman. I don't like modern minis, and this is, it's either this or the Paceman, but you don't see as many Pacemans as you do these. So, but basically, when I see one of these on the road, I think, you colossal clot. I mean, surely you could have come up with something better than a German-made Mini. That's just not good. Luckily, this one isn't a Countryman at all. It's sort of been completely ripped out. It's just got the shell from it. So this features a 3-litre V6 turbo diesel, I think, and this dominates Dakar. It really does. Apparently, this is one of the best off-road trucks in the world, which is quite interesting to notice. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. So overall, this Mini is actually quite fun to drive, believe it or not, as much as it looks hideous. And it's sponsored by Monster Energy, just like, well, everything else in the world. And Storm Island, should you buy it? Well, if you are VIP, yes. If you don't, well, I don't know, maybe. It depends how much you like dirt racing. Anyway, that about wraps me up for today. So I want to thank you for watching, and until next time, farewell.